Valentines. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Ooh, we wearing red because it's Valentine's and that's my business.
Because it's my business.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be talking about 5 things that I learned after my first breakup, because it is the month of love. And you guys can take these advice however you want to take it. I mean, these are just things that would have been so handy had I known them when I was going through my first breakup. Okay, so I guess we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background on how my first breakup went. Also, something you need to remember is that breakups, they won't get any easier. I mean, I guess like after the first one, it depends on person to person. Some are less painful than others, but breakups never get easier. And your first breakup is one that you're always going to remember for the rest of your life. But again, thanks to these tips, hopefully it makes it a little bit easier for you if you've never been in a relationship before, or if you have, you can still apply this to your future breakups. I'm sorry, that sounds so mean. I hope you guys don't break up if you're in a relationship. I'm just joking. Anyway, so I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of the background of how my first breakup went. So I was seeing somebody in high school and everything went really well. We dated for three months, 3 to 4 months, one of those. But like on the last few weeks, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling it. Like I was so unsure because this was my first relationship. Like I didn't know I just wasn't sure because, you know, like this was my first relationship, so I really like I didn't know about anything. So I was like, okay, like maybe I'll just like hold it out. But in my head I was like, oh my god, I don't think I'm feeling it. Like I feel like I should break up with this person, but I didn't, and I waited. I have nothing against complimenting other people. I find beauty in every single person, but there's just that fine line when your partner starts commenting on other people, like, oh wow, like, oh look at that person, or look at this person. And at first you're like, oh yeah, oh good, yeah, good looking people. And then after a while, for me personally, I start to go a little bit like, okay, I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit more crazy. But I'm not crazy. I swear to God, if somebody who's gonna date me is watching this, I'm not crazy. Anyways, so basically after a while, like I just figured that I needed to say how I felt, but I said it in such a nice way. And so I wrote, not a paragraph, fine, you caught me, I wrote a paragraph. And I was like, hey, so I just think blah 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 blah, like I don't really appreciate this blah 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 blah, and hopefully it's something we can work out blah 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 blah. And I was being really nice. I mean, this is a person you're in a relationship with. Like I just feel like being kind is a given. I know that's not exactly in every relationship to exist out there, but for me, like being kind and respectful towards each other, that's a given already. So the person I was dating was like, okay, like I understand, like we'll go tomorrow after school, we'll talk it out, we'll grab something to eat. And I was like, okay, like it's fine. So we drove over to, where did we go? Brewster's, where it serves chicken wings. So we talked it out and everything was fine. And then I said something, I forget what I said, which sucks, but the person I was dating at the time was like, okay, well, if really like that's how you feel, then I mean, let's just end it here. And I was like, wait a minute, is this, am I being Uno reversed? Because this is unacceptable. I didn't say that. I was like, wait, are you serious? And this person was like, yeah, like I don't, like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. This won't go anywhere. And I was like, we were in the restaurant and I had to hold back the tears. And when we got in the car, I bawling. I was like, are you sure we can work this out? Like, I'm really sorry. It was a mess. And on top of that, I had to drive this person home. We sat there for around 10 minutes while I was driving because I couldn't say a word. And then what I did the next day was packed up all the little gifts, cards, everything that I've ever received from that person, put it in a bag, got a thank you card, wrote thank you for all, I wrote some sappy stuff. I was like, thank you for all the memories you gave me, thank you for making me happy even though it didn't last very long, thank you, blah 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 blah, I hope you find happiness in the future, blah 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 blah. Drafted off in the front porch and I left. And that was how my first breakup went. I learned a lot from that experience and I'm just here to share with you guys sort of the lessons I learned from my first breakup. Okay, so the first one is never give 100% of yourself to somebody. And some people won't agree. A lot of people won't agree with the things I'm gonna say because everyone copes in their own way. This actually came from my mom, and that night after we broke up, she waited in my room after I took a shower, and I was crying, and she gave me this advice that just stuck with me, and she said, never give 100% of yourself to somebody, because if you give all of you to that person and they leave, what are you left with? You have to start all over again from the bottom, from like you're back to zero. And I was like, that's so smart. That is so smart. My mom said, at least give 50%. If you really love the person, 60, 70. But that's it. Like, you have to leave some for yourself because you're left with nothing if this person ever leaves. And that's the thing with people, is that you never really know who will stick around and who won't, and that's something to remember. Second advice, this one is for me, is leave the relationship with no regrets. This is how I always went about with all the relationships I've been with. I'm talking about like I've been in a lot of relationships. No, I've been in like one serious one and like two not that serious ones. So this is something that I've learned, is that always be confident that you're leaving the relationship with no regrets. So you've tried everything you can, you've done everything to please the other person, but not, again, like not 100%. You've communicated in a way, in your the best way you could. So you've tried everything and you're leaving, or you guys are breaking up knowing that you tried your best. Because me personally, whenever I go through a breakup, I always think, oh, like what could I have done that probably would have made it work, or maybe I was lacking in something. And thankfully, like after that first relationship, I never had that feeling, because I know within myself that I did everything that I could to really try make the relationship work. So always make sure that you have no regrets. You say what you want to say respectfully. You ask what you want to ask, and communication goes such a long way. And that is my third tip. Communication goes such a long way. Some people are so scared, even I, like whenever I'm meeting someone new, I won't open up 100%. And I mean, that's just me. If you're an opposite type of person, that's okay. It's always good to be vulnerable, but it's scary. It's scary to be vulnerable and to give your heart to somebody just for them to walk away with it. And you know, sometimes you feel like you didn't deserve to know me like that, and it's hard. So communication for me goes such a long way. For me, it's still a learning progress. I'm definitely better into putting my words in a way where it's not offensive or it's not passive aggressive. It's very mature and kind, and just very healthy. Like if I have something to say, and like if in the moment I'm so angry, I could just say all of this bad stuff. I sleep on it, and then the next day, if I still feel like I need to say something about the issue, I would. But I would word it in, again, a healthier and kinder way. I know not everybody really deserves the kindness. Sometimes the person that you're dating really screwed you over and they don't deserve any kindness, but it just shows who you are as a person, so it speaks more for you than for them. Okay, so my fourth tip is don't be annoying. This is also something I learned after my first relationship. So don't be annoying. I used to always send good morning texts and good night texts and have you eaten or what are you up to, and oh my god, this is gonna sound so mean, but now I believe that a couple doesn't have to talk every day. I mean, it's always good to have conversations, but small talks, for me as a person, I've kind of outgrown the small talks, like what are you up to, hope you get some sunshine today. I mean, it's nice, but for me, not on the regular. If it's not something you do every day, it makes it even more special. I wouldn't advise you to text like good morning or good night every day, because once you break that streak, you start to overthink and you're like, oh my god, I didn't get a good morning text, or oh my god, I didn't get a good night text, or oh my god, instead of this person saying good morning, this person only said morning, or no emojis. Save it for more special occasions or for your good days or better days. And oh my god, I learned this the hard way. Don't buy your love with gifts, because if a person truly loves you, you don't need to get them any gift. Seriously, you guys can literally sit at home, sit in silence if they truly love you. But gifts are nice, but don't be too grand on them, especially if you're not really like, if you haven't been dating that long. Like, don't shower them with gifts, expensive gifts. Show it through words and actions and everything else, but the gifts can come later. But also, a little appreciation gifts are also nice. It doesn't have to be expensive, just like flowers or something. It depends on the person you're dating, but not too often and not too expensive, especially if you haven't been dating that long. And by the way, 3 months is not that long, if you were wondering. Lesson learned. So that is 5 of the things that I learned for my first relationships. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, you know, I hope this video helps you. You know, everyone will go through a breakup sometime in their life, whether it's with a friend or family or relationship, which is in this case is a relationship. But these are just some advice that you can apply for the people you love in your life. And so I hope this helped. I do have a bonus one though. If you're going through a breakup, Taylor Swift is your best friend. I'm sure she has one that describes your perfect situation that you can cry to, and she also has some that will help you move on a little bit faster. Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day. If you're single as a Pringle, don't worry, you're not alone. You're not You're not alone. We can choke each other for fun. Just joking. Oh my god. You're not alone. And if you're in a relationship, please, seriously, keep it to yourself. I'm just joking. So thank you guys for watching this video. And if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want, please. And if you guys haven't watched my other videos, I just moved to Vancouver, so I have so much exploring to do, and I want to take you guys with me and see the city for myself and share it with you guys. And I can't wait. So happy Valentine's, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.